want someone to believe a lie, all you have to do is tell it to them over and over and over.
The number one person in TikTok is by far Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
The war on beautiful, clean coal. And it's just been announced that a second brand new coal mine where they're going to take out clean coal, meaning they're taking out coal, they're going to clean it, is opening.
Look, these are impossible to decide. In fact, we got a poll coming up at tyt.com/dumb where we're going to ask you which one of these is the dumbest. So keep all these in mind. Take out the coal and you clean it, and that's what clean coal is. Taking over the airport in 76. You think it can't get worse? Hold.
F-35s, fighter jets. They're stealth. You can't see them. I said, how good are these? They say, well, sir, the problem is you can't see them when you fight them. I said, that sounds like it's a big advantage. I said, how does it do it in fights? And how do they do in fights with the F-35? I said, we do very well. You can't see it. You can't see it. They said, well, sir, you can't see it. I said, yeah, but in a fight, a fight like I watch on the movies, the fight, they're fighting. How good is it? They say, well, it wins every time because the enemy cannot see it. Even if it's right next to it, it can't see it.
One of the guys in the back nearly burst out laughing. It's a stealth fighter because radar can't pick it up. You can see it. It is not an invisible plane.
No. If you're next to it, you literally cannot see it. You just can't. It's an invisible fighter jet.
Okay, first of all, what's interesting is there's actually an F-35 in front of me right now. You just can't see it. And I didn't know that Donald Trump was Wonder Woman with invisible planes. Does he also have the cute little bracelets?
By water, big water, ocean water.
And look,
that was not going to win, okay? But the fact that he realized that Puerto Rico is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water, that's never not funny.
From the standpoint of water.
That was a later quote when he said, water is wet from the standpoint of water. This guy's an idiot. And 40% of the country thinks genius, nailed it. That's the guy I want to lead me. Wow.
If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations. Your house just went down 75% in value. And they say the noise causes cancer. You told me that one, okay? You know, the thing makes it so...
So he thinks that windmills cause cancer.
No, to be more specific, Anna, the noise from the windmill causes cancer. Everybody knows that. By the way, the real reason he's pissed at windmills is because there's some windmills next to a golf course he owns, which he thinks lower the value of it. But he's now convinced himself that the noise from the windmills cause cancer. That's one of my favorites. I'm on pins and needles here as to what I'm going to vote for, what you guys are going to vote for. TYT.com/Tom. But we're not done.
The disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
And so obviously that's the famous putting disinfectant inside your body, and it does a number on your lungs. Yeah, that's true. It would do a number on your lungs. You would die. That's what he just said yesterday, of course, and what everybody's talking about. So it's new, and it is spectacularly over the top. So it's probably the favorite going in. But, you know, I wouldn't sell the invisible jets or the wind causing cancer short. And there's so many things that aren't, and all those things, I don't want to bias you. I mean, the Air Force we had under Thomas Jefferson and George Washington was amazing. Not, you know what? Every jet they had was invisible. They weren't like that at all. You couldn't see them. The British didn't see them coming. They had the invisible jets. So, this child is our president. Okay. And we didn't even, nuking the hurricanes. Okay. We didn't, look, there were things that he said that are in this ballpark too, that we didn't include. So how many things can you put in a poll?
There has never been an American president like Donald Trump, not because he's loud, not because he's orange, but because he's dumb as hell. We are just 1 month into 2026, and Trump has already produced countless dumb moments. What we are seeing isn't a president, but a clown with a microphone. Trump
20 craziest things said by Donald Trump. We all know Donald Trump is a serial liar, and we all know that he says plenty of morally terrible things, but he says way too many things that are absolutely crazy for a mere top 10. Don't believe me? Let's review the top 20 craziest things said by Donald Trump. Number 20. Promising Russia would never annex Crimea 2 years after they did. He's not going into Ukraine, okay? Just so you understand, he's not going into Ukraine, alright? You can mark it down. You can put it down. You can take it anywhere you want. Okay, well, he's there in a certain way, but I'm not there. You have Obama there. Number 19. His feelings increase his net worth. This is from Trump's deposition in a 2007 lawsuit against Warner Books. He's being questioned by lawyer Andrew Karesny. Trump: my net worth fluctuates, and it goes up and down with the markets and with attitudes and with feelings, even my own feelings, but I try. Karesny: let me just understand that a little. You said your net worth goes up and down based upon your own feelings? Trump: yes, even my own feelings as to where the world is going, and that can change rapidly from day to day. Karesny: when you publicly state a net worth number, what do you base that number on? Trump: I would say it's my general attitude at the time that the question may be asked, and as I say, it varies. Number 18. Photo ID is required to buy anything. If you go out and you want to buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID. You go out and You want to buy anything, you need ID, and you need your picture. You have ID to buy a loaf of bread. You have ID to buy a loaf of bread. You have everything. Number 17. Clean coal technology is just washing lumps of coal. A second brand new coal mine where they're going to take out clean coal, meaning they're taking out coal, they're going to clean it, is opening in the state of Pennsylvania. Number 16. Cows should climb ladders over the border wall. Miles Taylor, Trump's former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, wrote that Trump once ranted that cattle should not be herded through gates in the border wall to graze at the Rio Grande. Trump wanted the cattle to climb ladders over the wall instead. No doors. I don't want doors. How crazy is this? There are doors in the border wall. It's stupid. They can just walk up, open the door, and thousands of illegals rush in. Give the ranchers ladders. They can use ladders to get to the other side, but not doors. You could use small fire trucks, call the local fire stations, and use the ladders on their trucks to help them get over. Number 15. The F-35 is invisible. You like the F-35? You can't see it. It wins every time because the enemy cannot see it. Even if it's right next to it, it can't see it. Number 14. He thinks Jeb Bush started the Iraq War. When I came here, everyone thought Bush was going to win because Bush was supposedly a military person. He got us into the Middle East. How did that work out, right? Number 13. He beat Barack Obama in the 2016 general election. With Obama, we won an election that everyone said couldn't be won. And then we beat Barack Hussein Obama. Number 12. Japan quality checks American cars with bowling balls. It's called the bowling ball test. They take a bowling ball from 20 feet up in the air and drop it on the hood of the car. If the hood dents, the car doesn't qualify. It's horrible. Number 11. Congratulating Poland for being conquered by the Nazis. Reporter. Do you have a message for Poland on the 80th anniversary of World War II? Trump. I do have a great message for Poland, and we have Mike Pence, our vice president, is just about landing right now. I just want to congratulate Poland. Number 10. Airplanes are too complicated to fly. Airplanes are becoming far too complex to fly. Pilots are no longer needed, but rather computer scientists from MIT. I don't know about you, but I don't want Albert Einstein to be my pilot. Number 9. Toilets take 15 tries to flush. We have a situation where we're looking very strongly at sinks and showers and other elements of bathrooms where you turn the faucet on. You turn on the faucet and you don't get any water. They take a shower and water comes dripping out, just dripping out, very quietly dripping out. People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. Number 8. Rising stock prices decrease the national debt. The country, we took it over and owed over $20 trillion. So they borrowed more than $10 trillion, right? And yet we picked up $5.2 trillion just in the stock market. Possibly picked up the whole thing in terms of the first 9 months in terms of value. So you could say in one sense, we're really increasing values. And maybe in a sense, we're reducing debt. But we're very honored by it. Number 7. The government bans water from sinks, showers, and dishwashers. They come out with faucets where no water comes out. You know, if you go and buy a home, and they know what I mean, the showers. You stand under a shower, and there's no water coming. And you end up standing there 5 times longer. So in Ohio, you have this great company that came to me, a dishwasher company, one of the biggest and finest companies, but they were going out of business. They said, we're not allowed to use water. Number 6. The Continental Army took over airports in the American Revolution. The Continental Army suffered the bitter winter of Valley Forge. Our army manned the air, It rammed the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. Number 5. Beverly Hills regulates toothbrushing to once per day. And it's true. In Beverly Hills, you pay a fortune in taxes. They say you can only brush your teeth once a day. Number 4. Magnetic elevators are bad because they fail underwater. When the magnetic elevators, think of it, magnets. Now, all I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets. Number 3. He personally coined many words and phrases like fake. I think one of the greatest of all terms I've come up with is fake. I guess other people have used it perhaps over the years, but I've never noticed it. Priming the pump. Economist. Priming the pump? Trump. Yeah, have you heard of it? Economist. Yes. Trump. Have you heard that expression before? Because I haven't heard it. I mean, I came up with it a couple of days ago, and I thought it was good. It's what you have to do. Caravans and fake news. You won't take these horrible convicts and other people that you released into our country illegally, and you put them in caravans. I came up with that term, by the way. That was my term. And fake news. And lots of other terms we came up with. Number 2. Windmills are weapons of mass destruction. I never understood wind. You know, I know windmills very much. They're noisy. They kill the birds. You want to see a bird graveyard? Go under a windmill someday. You'll see more birds than you've ever seen in your life. Their windmills are causing whales to die in numbers never seen before. They're washing up ashore. Now they're coming up on a weekly basis. If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations. Your house just went down 75% of value. And they say the noise causes cancer. If you kill a bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. But the windmills knock out thousands of them. Nothing happens. Before we reveal our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The 1918 flu pandemic ended World War II. The closest thing is in 1917, they say, the Great Pandemic. It certainly was a terrible thing where they lost anywhere from 50 to 100 million people. Probably ended the Second World War. Nuking hurricanes. I got it. Why don't we nuke them? They start forming off the coast of Africa, and as they're moving across the Atlantic, we drop a bomb inside the eye of the hurricane, and it disrupts it. Why can't we do that? He met with the president of the Virgin Islands. Note, he was the president of the Virgin Islands. I will tell you that I left Texas, and I left Florida, and I left Louisiana, and I went to Puerto Rico, and I met with the president of the Virgin Islands. Thinking Frederick Douglass is still alive. Frederick Douglass is an example of somebody who's done an amazing job, and is being recognized more and more, I notice. Electrocution is preferable to a shark attack. I said, let me ask you a question. And he said, nobody ever asked this question. And it must be because of MIT, my relationship with MIT. Very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if a boat sank from its weight, and you're in the boat, and you have this tremendously powerful battery, and the battery is now underwater, and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. Do I stand over by the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark. Obama let the military run out of ammo. When I took over our military, we didn't have ammunition. I was told by a top general, maybe the top of them all, "Sir, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have ammunition." I said, I'll never let another president have that happen to him or her. We don't have ammunition. Number 1. Nonsensical COVID recommendations. Trump had some odd ideas to address the COVID-19 pandemic and to treat the disease itself. His do's and don'ts included: do, let China handle it. China is working very, very hard. I have spoken to President Xi, and they're working very hard. And if you know anything about him, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. They're getting it more and more under control, so I think that's a problem that's going to go away. Don't send ventilators to hospitals. I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You go into major hospitals sometimes and they'll have 2 ventilators. Do let it disappear on its own. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle, it will disappear. Don't wear a mask. I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. Joe feels very safe in a mask. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to expose his face. There's no reason for him to have masks on. Do take a flu vaccine. You take a solid flu vaccine? You don't think that could have an impact? Or much of an impact on corona? Don't test so much. I want to do what Mexico does. They don't give you a test till you get to the emergency room and you're vomiting. Do sit around or go to work. If we have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by, sitting around and even going to work. Do take hydroxychloroquine. I'm taking it, hydroxychloroquine, right now. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I started taking it because I think it's good. I've heard a lot of good stories. Do inject household disinfectant. I see the disinfectant that knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? As you see, it gets in the lungs. It does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it would be interesting to check that. Do tremendous light inside the body. So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're gonna test it. And then I said, supposing it brought the light inside the body, which you can either do either through the skin or some other way. Do take Donald Trump's advice. I really get it. People are surprised that I understand it. Every one of these doctors said, "How do you know so much about this?" What's your favorite crazy Trump quote? Let us know in the comments.
They have done to our country, these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
They're eating the pets? I know, it's infuriating that Trump told this disgusting lie about the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio. This is
Out to ban fracking. She wants the government to stop people from eating red meat. She wants to get rid of your cows. No more cows.
no more.
Kamala Harris institutes price controls.
So that's a communist plan. It's never worked. And it's been tried by others. Believe it or not, Richard Nixon tried it. A lot of people tried it.
Okay, first of all,
To McDonald's. And the fake news doesn't want to mention it. They had a big thing about her job at McDonald's, and they went there, and the manager's been there a long time. Other people have been there a long time, say, no, she never worked here. Never worked here. She lied.
did you hear that? Trump says that somebody, he can't say who, went and checked to see whether Harris really worked at that McDonald's. In fact, Trump says the investigators went there and spoke to the manager, and the manager says Harris never worked there. And the manager would know because the manager has been there a really long time. Let me tell you, that is one hell of a manager, because Harris's story is that she worked at a McDonald's franchise in Alameda, California in 1983. That's 41 years ago. So that manager has apparently been working at the same McDonald's location for more than 4 decades, which I grant you would be a career of commendable persistence and loyalty if it were actually true.
And so it's a little unfair. You know, you win a war, but they have no right to be doing what they're doing. But we're hitting them very hard. And today is a big day where we're pounding a certain area that...
Unfair? It's unfair to defend yourself now? Unfair is launching a war while peace negotiations were still on the table. Unfair is assassinating most of the Iranian leadership. Unfair is bombing homes, schools, hospitals, desalination plants, and heritage sites. Thanks to Trump, thousands are dead and millions have been displaced. But it's Iran who's unfair. Make no mistake, this is Trump's war. He wanted a quick victory to boost his polls and save himself for the midterms. Instead, he's stuck in a war of attrition. 13 American soldiers have died, and now Trump is desperately looking for a ceasefire. Do you know what's really unfair? The fact that Trump looked at the American people in the eye, made them promises he never intended to keep, and has spent every day in office since making their lives harder and his donors richer. It's unfair that working Americans are being crushed by gas prices and food bills that keep climbing, while Trump hands tax breaks to billionaires, cuts social welfare, and starts pointless illegal wars. It's unfair that the Constitution is being methodically dismantled by a man who has the Supreme Court in his pocket, Congress neutralized, and near unlimited power. Trump is a terrorist. He has no right to complain about fairness. Now Trump's platform was built on... How out of touch can he be? Trump's platform was built on 2 promises: lower prices and be a peacemaker. He's failed at both, spectacularly. Oil prices have jumped from $70 before the war, now to $100. That means the price of everything goes up. Your groceries, your heating bill, your gas. Gas prices have increased by an average of $1 a gallon. In California, it's now past $6 a gallon. Let me ask you something. Do you get rich when gas prices go up? Of course not. But somebody did get richer. Who? Big oil and their shareholders, who happen to be some of Trump's biggest donors. Every opportunity Trump gets, he makes his donors richer at the expense of Americans. Trump promised to lower prices on day 1. He's been back for more than a year now, and he's failed horribly. And guess who he's blaming?
Hey, have you been researching?
Moving on to number 8.
Administration is working every single day to make America better, safer, and more prosperous for women and men, but much more importantly for women. And they are really the inspiration. They are so powerful and so important and so beautiful. I'm not allowed to use the word beautiful, but I'm using it anyway. Usually it's the end of your political career. If you say a woman's a beautiful woman, they say that's the termination of his career, but somehow it hasn't hurt too much. You're incredible women and you're beautiful women. Well, we're...
Another shameless Trump moment during Women's History Month as well. It's been 100 days since the DOJ's deadline to release the full Epstein files. 3 million documents are still unreleased. Trump still hasn't answered for his crimes. Have we forgotten that Trump is a serial sexual predator, accused of sexual harassment by dozens of women, multiple rapes, including raping children? More than 20 women have accused Trump of unwanted touching, harassment, and sexual assault.
I've also met Marilyn Monroe in Dallas in person.
Marilyn Monroe, she'd be very old right now, right?
Med beds. She is.
So if you met Robin Williams in Dallas, what did he look like?
Robin Williams. He was
disguised as the mayor of...
See, now we know why they voted for Trump. They are no smarter than he is, and he is no smarter than they are. I guess that part of the country, that's where Trump should put on a pair of farmer jeans and kick chicken boots and just move out there. Give his money away because he'll fit right in. He's a fucking idiot, and we all know it. And I don't know how the Republican Party, the Senate, and the House, MAGA, this is what they want to put back, they want to keep in office. They want to keep this stupidity back in office. This is absolutely nuts. We got to get rid of them come November.